Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Squizzer is joining me again for another round of PTO II. We left off with the end of December. Now we're into January 1st. And I didn't get a chance to take a look at the nation data as a result of what we have just accomplished. As you can see, my industry is over 53, and 50 is that turning point to where once you get past that, now you pay 1 GNP point for each unit that you draft instead of 2. So that's kind of nifty. I'm gonna move my mic a little bit closer to me. There we go. So yeah, anyway, so that's GDP, or GNP in this game. Spy tech, and interestingly enough, their tech is really low. My tech is quite nice, it's growing, because I actually had money to put into all this stuff last time. So I'm catching up to Japan in naval technology, but they are still a little ahead of me. In aeronautics, they are still just a little ahead of me. I need to get my aeronautics up. I think that needs to be my secondary goal, to get that going. I also did not talk to you guys about new weapons. So as you gain different technologies, you get different weaponry. That, hi Stevie, that comes available. Okay, he wants on my lap. And I'll just go into this so you can see for a second. Ah! Alright.
Guess what Stevie camp?
Yeah, he'll sit on me for a little bit and then he'll get tired and go to his bed. So, this is something that we've always had a little bit of uncertainty about. It says, improves the ability to search for hostile aircraft. The attacking strength of escorts increases, but ships must be re-equipped with radar. So the question becomes, escorts as in escort fighters, or escorts as in ships that are escorting the capital ships? See what I'm going with that?
Yeah, to me, like, because of radar, I'd think it'd be aircraft, because you could zero in on them quicker.
I would think so too. So that's going to be something I want to put my carriers, or put on my carriers. And do I have enough money to do that? I think I do. I think I had a little bit of a surplus at the end of this. 302. That should be enough. So, we decided to keep attacking Marshall. And I was talking with Squizzer about this off stream. But one of the ways that you can kind of abuse the system is by basically beating a base to a pulp, essentially, via shelling, and just wiping out division after division after division after division. Because Japan's GNP is only, or sorry, industrial tech is only 27. Every time they want to replace a division that we kill, it costs them 2 GNP points. And that can be huge in the long term. So I'm going to go ahead and send my fleets to go and shell Marshall. It will take the majority of the month for them to get there. Because they're quite slow. But that should give me enough time to bring my strike fleets back into Pearl and start modernizing them in terms of radar. Stevie is currently rubbing up against the mic, for those of you guys who are listening. And we also have to put people on ships too. We also have to assign personnel. So that's something else that we're going to need to do. I could do that probably next turn. I need to pull up my little cheat sheet while the turn goes. I had it all ready for yesterday, and then of course, you know, time flies when you're having fun, right?
You just completely forget to use it.
Yep. Okay, we got 2 slots available. We have 2 dock points. So let's see. Let's take a look at how experienced our first fleet planes are. These guys were the first ones out. So you would think that... Oh, and they already have anti-air radar. Sweet! And they're 60s. Right? Yep, they're all 60. Okay, so the first fleet no longer needs to worry about patrolling. I can change their mission now to something different. And so instead, I think I might tell them to attack. And I don't really want them in range of Marshall aircraft and spotting. So I'm just going to put them over here for right now. So that they can support, should the Japanese fleet appear, I'm going to put them over here. Let me try that again. I'll put them like there. So that's outside of air detection range and strike range for, I'm pretty sure, Marshall Island at least. Actually, if they're at 68% fuel, maybe I should gas them up first. Let's gas them up. I'm just gonna put none for them for right now. Let's see what the second fleet's doing. Let's check their, make sure they got anti-air radar on the Saratoga. They do. Good. And they're also at 60s. Okay, so I'm gonna cancel this one too. And we'll just go ahead and sail it in a Pearl. I should do that with the first fleet as well. Because there's no point in wasting the fuel to have them patrolling around if they're not gaining any experience out of it. Squizzer, I was listening to our release, our first video, and you made a comment about Guam and Wake being attacked right after Pearl Harbor, and you're correct. Although, if I remember right, it took a lot longer for Wake Island to fall than for Guam to fall. Guam, I think, surrendered pretty quickly.
I think I remember about Wake is that the defenders they've just been recently reinforced by a set of Marines, and they just built some new coastal defences on it, and the Japanese didn't know about it.
Yep.
So they got, I think 2 of their ships got sunk by coastal guns, and they had to try again. So it took them a bit longer. And
the Wildcats were also more effective than I think the Japanese expected. They carried, I think there was one instance where one of the pilots went out with some bombs and sank one of the destroyers or something along that line.
Yeah. There's only 12 Wildcats, I think, on the base at the time, and then most of them were destroyed in an air raid.
Yep. Well, good. I don't have to worry about spending money to equip my my strike planes, ships. That's good.
Is it going to be like on the last operation you did, where all of your planes are just equipped with guns and not bombs when they end up at the target?
Oh crap! I could have rearmed them while I had the chance. Oh well. Yeah, let's hope it's not like that. Alright, so this is the last fleet we have to do. Let's take a look at the Wasp and see... okay, she does have anti-air radar, so I do not have to worry about any modernization, and all of them are now at 60 experience. Perfect. So I can send them all to port. They can fuel up.
All of the aircraft on the Wasp are equipped with guns.
Yeah, all of them are for all of the planes. I should probably rearm them. And then actually, I think I might keep the Wasp out of Pearl for right now. And instead, what I'll do is they're at 84% fuel, so I can send them out to escort the bombardment team, while the other ones go and gas up. Because the Wasp is pretty slow. And Stevie is deciding he is done with my lap. There he goes. Okay.
Just hopping off now, isn't he?
Yeah, that's what he does best. So I have 4 fleets going and 4 fleets coming in, which means... oh, and I got some subs to deal with. So in theory, I should be able to draw up my next 2 fleets, and my next 2 fleets are going to be my landing fleets. So at least one of them is going to be a landing fleet. Let's see what I have left for ships here.
It's all the light cruisers, aren't they?
Oh no, these are all heavies. They're still heavies.
Oh, they were heavies. You saved all the heavies for last.
Yep, I've got 4 heavies that I can do. Oh, and then the
And
Atlantis.
the Atlanta, an escort cruiser.
She's just get well, but she's got great anti-air, so I might.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I might. And that's 32. So I can put it. I'm gonna have to wait on that because I'm gonna put it with the Wasp because the Wasp carrier group is 30 speed max.
Uh-huh.
If I put the Atlanta in one of the other groups with 34 speed max, then that will slow down the entire fleet. So I'll go ahead and load up 4. Or should I do 3? Maybe I should do 3. I'll do 3. 3 heavy cruisers plus 5 escort destroyers, and then another fleet with 3 heavies, and that way I've got a little bit of reserve to replace any losses that I have.
All the flash top destroyers.
Yeah, we might as well. So let's just do that. And I put one of those fleets has all of the, or didn't have any aircraft, so it's going to take an extra day to get those guys ready to go. Which is fine. Alright, so I'm going to have 5 remaining destroyers.
And 3 cruisers. It's almost like it's the perfect size for another fleet.
Yeah, actually, you're right.
Then one of them's the Atlanta, which you want to save for the new carrier that's coming out, isn't it?
Well, right. Actually, I'm going to save it for the Wasp carrier fleet, and that'll free up because the Juno comes next month. So if I put the Atlanta and Juno with the Wasp, then that frees up 2 other cruisers, light cruisers, to join a different fleet if I need it.
Isn't the Hornet under construction as well?
Yep, the Hornet's going to come. So the Hornet, yeah, those 2 cruisers can go with the Hornet, and then destroyers can go with the Hornet. So I think that'll work really well. So let's go ahead, and now we got to move our subs back into port. They're starting to run dry, so not a big deal. And then the 7th fleet is done. There it is, or 7th submarine, I should say. And you're at Palmyra as well, so attack at Palmyra.
So if you set them attack at Palmyra, they're just going to start wandering around outside Palmyra, just looking for things.
Yep. They usually stay like within a pixel or 2 of the. So as you can see here, you see all these subs. They're all set to attack. And obviously their view range is incredibly short. But the idea is, if my aircraft fail to locate an attacking Japanese fleet, maybe the subs will.
So they can't just sneak up to within like a tile of the island and just start bombing you.
Right, like what the Japanese did at Atsu, right?
Yeah.
Think about this. I can also assign some base air forces. Dutch Harbor is done with its runways, so I can now go ahead and reinforce, put some more crap planes in there.
There might be bad planes, but they're going to be trained pilots in bad planes.
That's right. Alright, so that's done. And I'm going to start putting some planes in San Francisco. This will be another relief group for my aircraft, for my carriers, I should say. So we'll do 3 squadrons of Wildcats and 5 of Dauntlesses, because the Dauntlesses typically die more so than the Wildcats. The power rating there kind of... So the way that the Koei made these ratings, power is essentially like the aircraft's survivability plus the amount of damage it can do. So a power rating of 4 means it can strike a ship and they'll probably lose maybe half the planes that a power rating of 2 would lose. So in other words, I'm going to lose more Dauntlesses.
And devastators, you're just gonna lose them all if you try
Oh
to
yeah,
do anything.
they just fall from the sky unless you attack transports with them. Even then, they still find a way to fall from the sky. So yeah, it's whatever.
Yeah, all of the ships are just like haste of attacking our transports.
Right.
They just start shooting you down.
So I'm gonna go to base air force. I'm gonna order. Oh, good. San Francisco is patrolling. Hawaii is set to attack. All right, I think we're good to go. It's in the move phase. I'll load up my notes. So a long time ago, we figured out which officers were best suited for which kind of a role. Each of the officers has a different color background to their head. So we kind of figured out that a blue, for example, means that they're good for like all different types of commands. Orange is good for battleships, stuff like that. So this next turn, we'll go ahead and start assigning people.
See what admirals you've got.
Yep. Alright, so they are now shooting down transports at Guam, which does absolutely nothing because it's Guam.
It's isolated.
Right, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Oh, and something else I should probably... Really?
Or did your stream thing, like, hold on, let me take a screenshot of that.
Yeah, it's broken in the top left corner.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
overlapping on itself.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's fine.
That's just hilarious.
I think it's the emulator's doing something to it.
It probably is.
I think the emulator doesn't enjoy it.
Is that Bismarck?
Yes.
I thought so. I saw like all these Russian...
Seeing 2 or 3 of my profile picture is a little cursed.
It's like Sith Kitten from last time.
Yes.
There's 3 of her last time.
Yes.
What's going on?
Oh, not much.
Oh, that just happens whenever I talk.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes, I turned the overlay on so that people can see who's talking and that sort of thing, so that's a lot of fun. And it looks like none of my carrier fleets made it into Pearl because...
It's full.
Yeah, it was full, so that gives me a chance to go and rearm my planes at least so I can put bombs. Why do I have... Oh my god, I screwed that up. Alright, Enterprise needs to be fixed.
I got the bad planes.
No, I've got 3 Dauntless and 1 escort. And I should have 2 and 2. 2 escort and 2 fighters and 2 bombers essentially. So I screwed that up. But like I said, this gives me a chance to rearm my ships at least. And do you like how Marshall is south of Hawaii, yet all my ships went north of Hawaii?
Where are they going?
I don't know.
They're drunk.
I don't know if
Just
it's...
the quickest one.
I don't know if it's AI pathing or what, but we saw that in PTO I as well. I would send my fleets to go attack something, and they would go backwards for like the first day or two. And then they're like, oh, wait, we're going this way.
When you said that this happened before, was it on the same game? Because I'm guessing it might have to do with the game specifically, not being able to... You know what? I don't know.
I think it's just...
It was the previous game of the series, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's just AI pathing issue. Yeah, so everybody else is fine except for the Enterprise. I have to fix that fighter issue. And the reason that's important...
Enterprise that you now have to babysit?
Yep. Because if I hadn't, if I leave it the way it is, then an enemy land-based strike will have one more squadron essentially get through to attack, which is kind of a big deal. So everybody's got orders. Let's go to personnel and Navy, and I can show you basically putting officers on different ships. So we've got some people here that have some, skills already. So typically I like to put those guys on my carrier fleets. We're gonna put Halsey on the Enterprise because that just sounds right, Let's see, who's good with carriers here? Okay. Who was in command of the, was it... God, I can't remember who was in command of the Lexington group. I think that was Spruance. I'm gonna look it up. Because I'm that much of a dork. It doesn't matter. I can't find it. I think Spruance was on the Lexington.
Why does he say 0 for sea and air?
Because they don't have any training right now. They start fresh. That's one thing that makes things a little bit different between the Japanese Navy and the U.S. Navy. The U.S. Navy starts with less, fewer trained officers. Why? I have no idea. Alright. Vandergrift and Kincaid. Kincaid, we think, is... because he headed the invasion force of Leyte, so I'm going to put him on one of my transport forces. That would be you. Vandergrift... God, I don't know where to put him. Maybe land forces is what we had thought on. I used to be really active on the GameFAQs forums. I don't know if you've ever heard of GameFAQs.
No, I haven't.
Game FAQ. Yeah, we would go back and forth and talk a lot on the message boards about this game and others. And we had a pretty good community going where we figured all this kind of stuff out. Alright, there's McCain. McCain is good on a battleship fleet, so we're going to put him on one of the shelling fleets. Doesn't really matter which one. Who else is good with battleships? Fitch, Clark, and Sprague. Fitch, Clark, and Sprague. Okay. Yeah, because they all have orange backgrounds. Okay, so I'm going to probably free up Mitcher, for example. Lee was also... where do they have Lee as an unknown, but he was a battleship commander, so we're putting Lee on battleships too. Because we can. I don't know. Sprague is the... yeah, Sprague is the only other one here that we don't have on a battleship group, but that's okay. We'll put him on, we'll put him on the other invasion force. The 12th Fleet, there you go. You want battleships, you got cruisers. I'm sorry, deal.
Do you know how many fleets the Japanese gets? Because you've got, like, what, 9 fleets there or something?
So you can have up to a max of 16 fleets, and each fleet can have up to a max of 8 ships. So I prefer large fleets that are maxed out with 8. And you might recall at the start, we had many more fleets, but there were some that had just 2 ships in it and stuff.
Yeah. And some that were just all battleships.
Yeah, because that was balanced. Alright.
Yes,
So
send all of your unescorted battleships straight into a submarine fleet. Let's see how it goes.
Oh, God. Well, that's the thing. Like, you could seriously, abuse that mechanic, right? Because you could just simply throw a bunch of oh, there you go. Go to Sapporo, guys.
Oh, no.
Go to Sapporo, guys.
It's
What?
it's gonna take them a while, but they'll get there. They'll
I
get
need
there.
to go through Atu again. We know what happened last time when they went to.
It's fine. Just go to Sapporo, guys.
All right, so I'm gonna send my strike fleets to head out to Marshall Islands as well. Right there is good. So Bismarck, you missed last month, for lack of a better way of saying it, where we kind of got ourselves on a war footing and everything.
Oh.
In a sense, I mean, our leadership, our other leadership didn't care to put us on a war footing, but I put us there anyways, except for budget.
You stormed out of a meeting.
I did, and then I had to reload because I did it wrong. Oops.
It's not save scumming. I don't know what you mean.
That was just, I made a big mistake there, and no way in hell am I gonna evenly distribute the meager technology budget that we had, you know? Like, nope, not gonna do it.
Yes, 3,000 amongst all of that.
So this is one thing that you can do too, is you can organize amongst the base air forces. Crap, never mind. I can't do that because, of course, I've got the crap planes at Hawaii, so I'll just supply with aircraft. If these were strike aircraft that I was trying to bring in, I wouldn't do this, but I don't really care.
Just fighters on it.
Yeah, I'm just bringing fighters in, and fighters are always escorting anyway, so they'll get up to max 60 pretty quick. So I'm not worried about that. But there we go. Enterprise is fixed now. Yay! It means they're a day late in departing from Pearl from the others, but that's okay.
Ah.
I guess you could use all your carriers in an attacking way. You're not going to leave any behind for defense.
Well, and that's one of the things is, doing it this way kind of staggers it a little bit, so I could move them for defense if I needed to, right? Actually, I need to order you to attack. But I mean, you kind of saw what happened with the Japanese attack on Attu. Like, they all go for it, and so if they were to attack, if they attack Wake Island, I don't care. If they attack Midway, I'm close enough to be able to reinforce it. And the same thing with Palmyra. If they attack Dutch Harbor, I'm screwed. Because
Yeah,
it'll
it's going to go straight for an invasion of the northern sea, the western seaboard of the United States. It's just going to go down the coast.
Right. So, I'm out of planes?
Yeah, scouts.
They're scouts, so I can go and I can assign planes to, like, Hawaii. I don't need to put as many scouts on Hawaii right now. I think I've got 20 on it, so I can drop that down to 1. It doesn't really matter, because they're not on the front lines at all. Yeah. These scouts are so terrible anyways.
Can you get better scouts then?
Ironically enough for the US Navy, no.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. The Japanese have far better scouts than the Americans do. However, once I develop search radar, that advantage goes away. So, I just need to get to search radar.
However, to do that, you need to combat the entirety of the cabinet.
Yes! So now you understand how that card game seems pretty fun and neat and interesting until you realize they're everything that stands in your way of doing things the way you want it to be done, right? Like,
Is the chief of staff is what's standing in your way.
jerk. Alright, so I'm going to show you how to put troops on now. So I'm going to start with 4 transports. I'm going to gas them up. And then I'm going to add 4 new transports to transport 2. and then I'm going to hit enter. So I'm going to leave those transports empty. So the 12th Fleet. So now I'm going to go to my land forces, and I've got my 8th Marines sitting here doing nothing. So I'm going to board them onto my 12th Fleet, and I'm going to put them in the 2nd Transport Squadron.
Yeah, if you come on the first, you're dunking them into barrels of oil.
Yeah, exactly. So now you can see they're at 100%, and they are ready to go. So next turn, they will depart with orders to land on Marshall Island. And now you can see I've got 3 land forces in Hawaii. If I don't put another set of Marines in place, then I could have 4 Army divisions there, and that's a pain in the butt. So we'll leave it like that. Let's see if there's 4 at Midway now. There's only 2? Okay. Curious. But you can see I always keep one division free at Hawaii, because if I don't, then I have no ability to reinforce and move my own troops around, and that's kind of a problem. Kachalat is gassed up, so we can go ahead and have them attack the area around Palmyra. Okay.
Still sinking your convoys at Guam,
Yeah, well.
even though there's nothing going in.
Yep. And look at my happy fleets all sail. Wait a minute. My landing force is in front of my battleships. Oh well.
Just hope they don't get attacked by aircraft,
Right?
because it's all the flash top destroyers.
Well, that's the thing. Like they're gonna die pretty quickly, and they're kind of meant to die quickly, I suppose. You know, like not much you can do about them really.
Cannon fodder.
Pretty much. So same thing here. And we'll put that newly trained Marine regiment on the 11th Fleet. Oh, it's the 13th Marines. Cool. And that was on the 11th Fleet. Yep, 2nd Transport. You could put Marines. You could put land divisions on both transports. I don't like to do that because that severely limits the range that you have of your fleet, but you know, you can do that if you wanted to, I suppose.
Why do the army use so much fuel? They just have their engines turned on the tanks while they're just driving over. They sailing over.
Well, it's more just that the transports don't have any fuel, so they're not able to resupply the fleet.
If you have them both with them.
Yeah.
You're right.
Okay, so that's the last of the strike forces heading towards the Marshall area. And I believe that takes care of all of the fleets for right now. It is fun watching them all sail towards, you know, their objectives.
The poor island that they're about to completely annihilate.
Yeah. Let's see, how's Dutch Harbor looking? They're cloudy. Hawaii's cloudy. Here's something else that you can do with your air forces. You can organize them. So you go to org, and then you go to the base that you want to transfer planes with, and you literally fly planes from one base to the next. Why is there a Dauntless Squadron? No. We don't put Dauntless Squadrons there. This is cannon fodder only.
Maybe he wanted to defend Dutch Harbor.
Well, that's all good for them, but you know.
Better places to defend.
Yep. So you see now I'm transferring planes that are more experienced, squadrons I should say, amongst each other so that they have all trained up, and Hawaii isn't trained, but that's okay, right? Because Hawaii is far in the back, so it can be the field that you know trains. So I'm gonna set these guys to patrol to train up those planes, and even though they're crap planes, at least having 60 experience is giving them a slight chance, right?
They might do some damage before having to use a parachute.
Right. Alright. I'm gonna save the game just because it's been a while and we've done a bunch and I don't want to lose it. Someone's gonna be arriving shortly, I don't care. More subs. Now, because the Japanese sent all of their fleet to Attu last month, and because they sat around and kept shelling the island even though it wasn't occupied and there was nothing to hit, they wasted a ton of fuel. So they probably all went back to Tokyo and Kure to refuel. Which means if they are coming back to Dutch Harbor, we probably won't see them until next month. And yep, I forgot to reinforce and put down another division. Oh well. I was afraid I was going to forget that. That's okay.
The army has filled the barracks.
Yep. Pretty much. Fleets are making progress. You can zoom in so you can see them.
Do you think they're going to attack Dutch Harbor yet, or do you think they're going to go after finally go after the Philippines?
I mean, that's where they should be going, but they aren't.
Who knows?
So, whatever. Yep. The problem with these subs is because they all have different ranges in terms of, you know, the amount of materials they can hold. They all run out of fuel at different times. So it's like once you've started having them patrol and all that kind of stuff, like you spend a lot of time like every day essentially moving them in or out of port, and it gets to the point where it's like every day there's at least one that needs to be looked after, which gets a little tiring. Oh, you're already in port. What am I doing? I should probably also put commanders on some of the base air forces, especially Midway and Palmyra and Dutch Harbor. So that's something else for me to do this turn, I think, is just go ahead and set that up. Personnel, Navy. Who do I think is good for air forces? Brown and Harrell. Oh no, Harrell's the only one. So let's put you at Dutch Harbor. Oh. And what do we think was good for land forces? Oldendorf? What? Vandergrift and Davidson. We can do that. We can do those two. So we're going to put you on a base. do Elmira. And you know what I could put? Let's put Callahan on Guam.
The one you've evacuated of all.
I didn't evacuate, I just left him there.
Oh yeah, true. Guam was the one you just completely left behind.
Jesse Oldendorf. Let's put Oldendorf on Midway.
You might be able to save him.
So, funny story, when I lose the base, he just automatically becomes undeployed. It's almost like they pull a MacArthur and sneak him out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk away. I'm just gonna moonwalk out of Japanese custody.
Yep. And actually, if I remember right, when the Philippines goes and falls, then you get a special cutscene from MacArthur saying, "I shall return."
Yeah. Wasn't it something like when he returned, he like filmed the clip of him walking onto the island like a ridiculous number of times?
Yes, because he didn't do it quite right the first time.
It needed to be just right.
Pretty much. Now, the funny thing about killing my transports is that actually hurts them, because then they have to put transports there. You know, like if they take the base that has transports, then the transports automatically become theirs. They repurpose them. Which is kind of funny to think
How
about.
many transports are at the base?
You can have up to 15. I think I had like 3 or something. Or maybe 5, I don't know.
So they've sunk all of them by the end of the month.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they still attack. If they don't find any transports, like there's no transports left, they'll just turn around and go home. So, I'm not sure exactly what the deal is with that. Did I miss a sub? I did. Crap. A little bit faster to go the other way. Sharky shark! Okay. None to do. Time to send the Argonaut back to Midway, or the Narwhal back to Midway to refuel. Hey!
Oh, there's a fleet at Guam. Oh no. 2
Oh,
battleships and
no.
a destroyer. Now what do we do?
Well, we attack them, of course.
What with the garbage aircraft that you've got there?
Pretty much, yes. Now, something I could have done is I could have micromanaged it so that they would raid like truck or others, but I didn't. Let's see. I'll control each, and we'll go ahead and send the Dauntless at one of the Nagato classes on the port side. Y'all suck. And here come the Dauntlesses. So I lost, or the Devastators. I lost 2 Dauntlesses attacking. And just
Oh,
watch
God.
this.
You'll probably lose 4 or something on these. Something incredible.
Whoop!
5!
5. That's the difference of power right there, dude.
Wow.
But
That's
hey.
1 power as well.
Yep. And now, Guam gets to just be taken over, so We will not watch this battle. 2 army units have landed. Rip the 12th Marines. Oh, wait a minute. That's it? Wow, okay, so I'm gonna go into Guam and take direct control now. As you can see, I lost...
Did they not get it?
No, they've landed. So the red there means that it's currently that there's an enemy force that's approaching the base. And of course, I've got my 12th Marines here that are set to defend Guam. So they will probably attack one of those landing forces, assuming they're still alive to do that.
As long as they get bombed out, but... Yeah.
Right. Right, so let's go ahead and in turn. Sorry about that. Okay, so now we need to go ahead and do a search.
Where'd they go?
So there's the 15th fleet.
It's a different fleet.
Yep.
There are 3 fleets around the island now.
Oh, there's more than that. Like I said, they probably sent their entire force to Guam. So I'm gonna just do some more searching. See if I can find something better to strike. The rules in terms of like order of operations is base air force attacks first, then carrier air force, and then ships. And within each of those, it's whoever's got the most movement points available that it hits first. So now I'm gonna go ahead and just strike the 15th fleet because I can.
All the other ones are hiding too nicely.
Right, exactly. And if I'm lucky, this is not the fleet that attacked me earlier and already landed troops. Because if it didn't land troops, then I can focus on the transport ships and possibly wipe out a division or 2.
Let me just sink your Marines. Thank you.
Right. Okay. So this is a different one, so I will give orders to each unit. I'm going to strike the 2nd transport fleet first because that one probably has Marines on it.
Yeah, this is just the Buffaloes, just gonna gun them.
Yeah, it'll strafe them. They'll take out one of the transports. But you can see they didn't lose any planes in the process, partly because of their power. I got 14. I'm going to attack the 1st transport. In the event that they have 2 divisions, then I'm weakening both divisions. I was hoping I would have actually hit with more than 1 bomb, but okay. And the Devastators. It's my ace in the hole.
Is it now?
Yes. With 63 experience. Wow.
Incredible.
Mm-hmm.
You sink 6 transports?
I sank 2.
2. Oh no.
Here's the 1st fleet. We didn't see them. They evaded us. "32 Marines dead. Ouch." Oh, okay. So now we've got a land battle, but I said to skip it. Oh my god.
I just got wrecked.
Wow.
You're getting slaughtered.
Yep. Oh, we caught a spy at Guam. That's great.
Yeah, your 17 soldiers that are left just caught a spy.
And England and Australia are not going to join us.
Deal with it.
Pretty much. Okay, now that's a problem.
They just took a transport outside Hawaii.
Yep.
Oh no.
Assign fleet. I always make the highest number fleet my anti-sub fleet.
All the destroyers.
Yep.
Those were there's some more modern destroyers.
Some of them were, yeah. And I'll go ahead and put the Atlanta and the Trent in there too, just so they can get some anti-sub and experience. Second sub is ready to get back out.
Can submarines attack other submarines?
No, they cannot attack other subs. They can attack fleets, they can attack transports, but they cannot attack other subs. Okay, let's see what this plan phase brings us for spotting enemy fleets. Now you notice how that 15th fleet also did not attack that turn. Because we had attacked that fleet, they were unable to shell Guam and land additional troops. So that's why it's important to find a fleet and then strike it, even if you're just going to call off the attack, because it cancels their attack.
Sort of like suppression.
Yep. And that's another reason why I went with splitting up my carriers into single ship instead of like bunching them up together in pairs or something. This will be
pin loads of fleets.
Yep. This will be the last of our days for Guam, I think, because they're pretty much gonna get wiped out. So. Let's play a round of World of Warships post-carrier rework. We're gonna strafe the destroyer.
Yeah, hit destroyer only.
Oh god. Let's bomb it too.
Just try and sink a ship. Just go for the weakest thing around.
Hey. Nope. What do you think? Should I risk it with Devastators?
Yeah,
I might
go
as
for
well.
it.
It's the last
Go
turn.
for it. They're gonna get shelled off the runway anyway.
Pretty much, exactly. And if one hits, the Yugumo sinks.
I can't actually tell if they hit or not. Like,
If the plane goes down, the ordnance never actually hits. So yeah. There's the 15th fleet, and they will probably deploy two more divisions now.
your single marine division just
Yep.
against 4 Japanese marine divisions.
I was right, so oh well. Rip
Maybe
Guam.
Ireland is lost.
And
Yeah.
there it goes. Alright, so 16th fleet. Let's gas them up and go.
Marine patrol.
Yeah, this is where I could do diagonal. It doesn't really matter, I can leave them in line ahead just fine. So let's supply them with fuel. I usually don't like to put transport ships on anti-sub fleets because they just end up getting killed by the subs.
Well, the subs just go, transport. Nice.
Yes, pretty much. So I'm gonna tell them to anti-sub outside of Hawaii. And personnel. Who was it that I had on the Guam base? Callahan. And you can see Callahan just miraculously is available for deployment again.
I'm back.
I'm back. Is Vandergrift a sea person? We don't know what land forces? Nah, we're not doing that. He was a Marine commander if I remember right. So
Yeah, he was.
let's put Turner on the anti-sub fleet. There we go. Let's see how close these ships are to Marshall. Should be getting there in a couple of days. Oh, sooner. Cool.
They might be in strike distance of some of the aircraft at this point.
Oh yeah, they'll be struck. There it is. Remember I told you about the Japanese planes having much better range. So we'll go ahead and watch this. They're gonna go ahead and attack our destroyers. We'll probably lose one of them here, maybe two. Oh, good. They shot down at least 5 planes. That's neat. Pillsbury Doughboy goes down. Haha!
Heavy cruisers like, no, not happening. Not today.
Hey, cut it out.
Stop it. Not funny.
Okay. Oh yeah.
You're about to get shelled.
That's right. It's time for some American payback. Oh yeah. Oh, and they didn't get detected. Oh, this can be good. Yes. Remember, I told you that my goal here is twofold. One is to kill the land units, and the other is to destroy the airfield. I have all these ships here. I'm going to tell them to target the forces, except for my destroyers. My destroyers, you might remember from last time.
Yeah.
I told them to leave the area, and for
The range isn't good enough.
right, and for whatever reason, despite the fact that I was able to retreat this one because it's touching the border, all the destroyers want to go to this border to leave. So, you know, whatever. We're just gonna.
We're just gonna sit the heavy cruisers and the battleships behind. What are the
Yep.
AP? What were the AP ones?
AP is the transports.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So they just pew 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 pew. I'm so glad we have the ability to fast forward. This would take about 15 minutes. Yeah.
Now it'll take about 5.
Less than that actually looks like. Because it's 10 turns, so this is basically it here. No damage, that's what I like to see. And I killed 67 troops worth of damage.
They've got 4 divisions there. Yikes.
Yes, they do. And so that's the thing. It's like this is all about just wiping out divisions and just wearing them down. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Saturation bombardment.
Yes.
Don't mind the civilians.
There's no civilians on Marshall. Except for like 12. Saipan's the big one, where there was a big civilian population historically.
Hmm.
That's where they had
Yes.
the civilians.
Some funky things happened at Saipan. That
Yeah.
very scary.
Yeah, very scary. Very unfortunate. I mean, you know, that's war, and that's part of what convinced the American planners that an invasion of Japan would be extremely costly on both sides.
Yeah. After that, they saw it. Was it? Yes, especially Saipan.
Saipan and then Okinawa.
Okinawa. Yeah, the complete and utter devotion.
Yep. So I've been able to wipe out one division completely now, which is great. Let's see, what are we looking at here? Yeah. Okay.
And now we hit the fast forward key. And we watch as some battleships and heavy cruisers with some transports just having seizures in the bay somewhere.
See, the thing
I don't know
is,
what they're doing. They're like spinning in circles.
pretty much, if we didn't watch this, actually, believe it or not, the land forces could potentially damage some of the ships and stuff. So can't have that now, can we?
No. You're not allowed to scratch my battleships.
That's right. Okay, Fitch is there now. Good. Aw, this is the one that lost a destroyer, so that's one less destroyer to worry about ordering. No, I don't want to conclude my orders. In theory, this battleship division should take out 2 of the enemy remaining land forces. Let's see if
If
that
you're lucky.
happens. If I'm lucky, yeah.
Depends on which land forces they hit.
Right. One of them's
Oh,
gone.
it took one out.
I like how you and I are just like staring intently at the base.
Oh, they got 2.
They got 2! And the 16th Fleet found an enemy sub. Kaidai 6, Johnson A, okay.
Let him deal with it.
Now, instead of, you know, just having my ships go to exit out of the area, I'm going to go ahead and tell them to go straight for the sub, because we know the sub's on the other side of the map, because that's how it always works. One thing I liked about PTO I is that in PTO I, remember, the sub spawned like directly underneath the flagship.
Oh.
Remember, that's how we
Like-
killed the Shokaku and Zuikaku in that Coral Sea battle. In 12 hours.
It's like German submarine tactics, that is.
Mm-hmm.
Just show up in the middle of the convoy. Can't get me on a hydrophone if you're shrouded by the entire fleet.
Right? Alright, now let's see if we can see where the sub goes. The sub will most likely attack after this turn. No, he didn't. Okay, so now I have to guess where he is. So I'm gonna move up here, and I'm gonna drop depth charges. Okay, no sub presence there.
Just do a massive screening wall.
Hey!
Oh,
Okay.
hit by depth charge, minimal damage.
Yep.
The minimal damage on the submarine. If you got a leak, then you're pretty rough shape.
Pretty much, right? Okay. So now the sub can be here, it could be here, it could be here, it could be here. Because
Playing Minesweeper.
pretty, yeah, we're playing Subsweeper, right?
Yeah.
Let's see where it is. If it's 1 tile south, then we're good. We are.
Oh,
Slight damage now? Come on. I guess our depth charges are full of paintball shells or something.
it's just full of paint. We're just dropping cans of paint.
I think my destroyer is right over it. Yeah. Alright, so that means that the Russell will probably not be able to depth charge anybody, but that's okay. Yeah. So the submarine is right here.
It can move 2 spaces from there, can't it?
It can move 3.
3.
So I'm gonna start by depth charging here. Okay, so he's not in the same spot he was. So he can move 3 from there. Let's see. So if he was here, he can move 1, 2, 3. So let's move the Russell down 1 tile and have him depth charge down here. Hey! Alright, Trenton.
I smell submarine.
Right, so I'm gonna move Trenton down here so I can fit somebody else. Okay, it's not there. Not there. So the sub could be... I struck here, so it could be here.
I think he is to the left of that destroyer.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Yeah, there.
right here.
Or there. Yeah.
Let's try
One of
one
those two.
farther. Because I got that other destroyer I want to get down here. Hey! See, that frees up space for this guy, because I think this guy's going to go right over the sub. Yeah!
Serious damage. Yay.
Get out of here, sub.
You hit him with enough cans of paint, he will go down. They're literally cans of paint filled with lead. You're just dropping them on top and it's slowly pushing it down, and it just implodes.
Alright, now we're up against a more difficult opponent, the Kaidai 6 class. Oh, you know what? The Johnson A might have only been able to move 2. Now to think about it. I don't remember what its speed is, yeah. Because it moves 2 if it's under 20 knots, and then if it's above 20 knots, it moves 3. And you can actually move up to 4 if you can get it up to 30 knots.
Submarine that can move underwater at 30 knots. Good luck.
Oh, I've built them. You can build them in this game. Once you develop enough naval technology, you can actually design ships, and you can put in basically, you have a certain number of points to distribute, and you can put them all into speed. You can put them all into guns. Like it's pretty ridiculous what you can do.
Yeah. I was talking from it's from like my perspective. It's just like, how on earth are you gonna make a submarine go 30 knots?
Right.
Underwater, on top of the water, you can definitely really go 30 knots.
All right. Let's see. So it was this one, the Sims, that ended up on top of the target, right? Or was it just above it?
Yeah, we thought it was right on top of it.
Yeah.
Oh, he's there.
So if that's the case, then we'll move you right above it too. No. Okay,
He must be
so
below it.
he's below it then, yeah.
It must be the Hughes that ended up on top of it last time. Either
Yeah.
that or he's moved one further, and so
Right.
it was him last time, and now he's one further south than he was before.
Good point. Hey, that was quick and
Oh god, he just hit him with all the paint.
easy. Oh wait, there's more.
How many subs have they sent to? They must be about to hit Hawaii, because wasn't it they sent all their subs to Hawaii before they attacked Pearl Harbor.
They did send a bunch to Hawaii, yes.
It's a precursor.
Yep. Unfortunately, they didn't do that much.
No. Most of the ships were in harbour, and you can't really send a submarine into a harbour unless you want to go in and never get out.
Yep. Well, if I remember right, a couple of midget subs made it in, but they couldn't. See, I thought the Ward had like rammed one of them or shot at it or something and sank it.
It's just like this, yeah. It's like at Narvik with the Wasp, it rammed a submarine
Oh my god.
and sunk it in the fjord. Yeah, because the Wasp sailed into the Narvik fjord and I think it sunk with 12 German destroyers.
I remember that. It's pretty badass if you ask me.
They didn't expect to see a British battleship there that quickly because they thought they were still in harbour, but they had left like 2 weeks earlier. So they just got surprised. But then you got also like the Glorious got sunk just trying to go from Norway back to Scotland.
Glorious was a
Got caught
carrier,
by-
wasn't it?
Yes, it was operating on 2 boilers and it was going at about 2/3 its top speed. And it got caught up by the Scharnhorst and Gneisenau
Oh, that's right.
and got completely wrecked.
I always enjoyed looking at early aircraft carrier design. when nobody knew what the hell they were doing. Hey!
Apologies, my headset just died. Let's put it
worries.
back on charge.
I was saying I always enjoyed looking at early carrier development. Because nobody really knew what they were doing, so it was fun to just kind of see how they get designed and everything.
Steel flat on top of a cargo ship.
Pretty much, right? Well, and the British had ramps on them too, which is kind of neat.
Yeah. The masters of outdated design.
Mm-hmm. Hey. All right, so I think he's like. I'll go one farther just in case. I want to try to fit all my ships in if I can. Yeah. This guy's in the way. I'm just gonna move him.
I like how it simulates them having a turning circle.
Yep. And they can... Nice! They can use their entire turn to turn the ship, or they have to move like what you've seen, so... Obviously, I'm not going to waste a turn by turning the ship. There's another sub.
Why would you turn on the spot?
Oh wow, there isn't another sub. Alright, so we just did six points of GNP damage to the Japanese.
Those subs are expensive.
That's right. That's right. I mean, that's of course assuming that the Japanese are going to re-enlist or, replenish their losses. They obviously have reserves just like we do, so... And for those of you watching on YouTube, I'm currently playing with my, what is this called? Planet Zoo hat, which has a green brim, so enjoy the black background from the chroma key action. Oh, base Air Force coming in. We'll watch the attack. Hopefully we won't lose Destroyer again. That's positive. That's not.
Oh no.
Bye, Ward. Maybe that's what I should do. I should start building some destroyers. Yeah, Colorado, eating them up. Good job. And now we play Speed Up Simulator again.
Yes.
Now, as you can see, one enemy division has reinforced.
Destroyer, go home.
Everybody, go and attack those troops, except for you.
Not allowed. Go home.
You stay in the back. Get back! Get back! I'm just
This is the average rank. This is the average ranked battles World of Warships experience. Get back.
Yes. Allow the Deadeye battleships and the lighthouse cruisers to handle the situation.
No, that just hits all sort of wrong. No, please. The trauma of losing 10 stars in rank battles in a row because of lighthouse cruisers.
I lost 7 in a row last night playing Midway, and then I
yeah, I thought that. You said finally a 1-1. Yes.
Yes. Couldn't believe it, but whatever. I mean, what are you gonna do when your destroyers just go and allow themselves to get spotted, and then don't even bother to smoke, and just let themselves get attacked by the carrier, and then they start, bitching about the carrier. It's like, really?
Please give me fighters. Please.
And then when they finally do use smoke, they're in a position where they can't see anything, and then they get radared and die. So, it's good times.
That's why Z52 is such a good bow.
Oh, I love the Z52.
If you want to play Destroyer in ranked, that's what you go for.
Yep. Smallland is fine too.
Yes, well, it's smart, yeah.
I just feel
Yes,
like it's...
push button to win.
Yeah, Smallland I think is just too easy mode. At least Z52 makes it feel like you're working for it. What we left for troops? Ah, we got them all!
Get destroyed.
So now we need to cancel before they kill all of my navy supplies.
Yes, let me destroy all of the oil.
So I'm like literally spamming the B button, like, stop! Aw, they blew up the factory.
The destroyer's just leaving.
Okay, so now
Are those
we...
transports? Are those the transports with landing personnel on them?
Nope, I'm not ready for that yet. And remember, I kind of don't want to land troops yet. I want to just...
Oh, you want to let them reinforce?
Yes.
And then kill more of them.
Yes. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to strike the airfield. But I'm going to do it in such a way that... actually, you know what? I'll just kill the airfield. I don't care.
I'm not going to rebuild it.
So one of the budgets that you can assign in the conference is bases. And bases budget basically is what you use to repair damaged facilities. So if I destroy this airfield and I don't take Marshall at the end of the month, then the Japanese have to pay to rebuild the airfield. However, if I take the base, then I have to pay to rebuild the airfield. So one of the things that I like to do is bombard the airfield until it says all planes have been wiped out, and then leave it alone.
The metagame harder.
So essentially, yeah, I'm just pinpoint accurately bombing all of the planes, but totally missing the runway and other facilities necessary to operate the airfield.
Yes, you've got wire guided shells just going straight under the hangar doors and blowing up inside the hangar.
Or even better, I'm sending in Navy SEALs that have 16-inch shells on their backs.
How many carrier pigeons do you need to lift one 16-inch shell?
It's them special dolphins, war dolphins. Teach them to get on land and crawl. Oh god.
Just a dolphin alligator crawling through the grass.
Just make sure they have a laser on it. And you're good.
Laser guided dolphins.
Yes.
Yes. You should use cats for that. They're very well laser guided.
Yep. So I'm just gonna end my turn. And I might as well just move my ship even closer to the airfield for more accuracy. I could have him blow up the army storage, but nah.
With as many troops on the island.
One aircraft. Good job. Nice job, Arizona. I'm glad you're with us.
Be careful, Sith Kitten might hear you bagging Arizona.
That's true. There it is. All aircraft have been wiped out. So now all I do is hit intern, 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 and intern.
I go home now. Yes, alright.
Yep. Alright guys, you're good. Drop anchor, wait for them to show up with more troops, and bomb them! And Holland has told us to F off as well. Great.
Literally everyone told you to sod off.
Oh well. Alright, I'm gonna save. Because we've done good things here. Good things. Oh, look! More people to bomb. That's right, I got that destroyer up here as well that I have to deal with. Whee! It should destroy the entire division, and then they'll probably just shoot the factory. See, the factory's back up, so the Japanese spent money to rebuild the factory so we could bomb it again.
See if there's any planes at the airfield anymore.
Oh my god. We didn't kill him. Alright, well, next fleet.
Well, just 3 battleships and 2 heavies just failed to destroy an infantry division.
Sadness.
As is the accuracy. The battleships didn't have Deadeye, did they?
No,
Sad.
probably not. Well, it was raining, so maybe the cruisers weren't detected in their, you know, their top grade
Yeah,
gunner
their
was
reload
not top
was-
grade. Alright, well, regardless, we killed the troops, so now we're going to just weigh anchor and wait.
Where's my epilepsy warning?
Oh, hey, Duckman. Warning, you may have epilepsy. There you go.
You may have epilepsy.
Oh, wait, no, that's not the right order.
Lord Saf, the optometrist.
That should... Oh, there's aircraft on the base now. They resupplied aircraft, the jerks. Alright, we'll have to destroy them too.
Is this game ancient?
Yes, 1993, 95, something like that.
Yeah,
95.
sounds about
Older
right.
than
Looks
me,
about right.
Super Nintendo, my
which is
dude.
sad.
This is my comfort game, man. When I feel like I just want to go back to just something I can enjoy playing for hours on end, that's this game.
Has there been trauma in your life recently?
No, not that I know of, at least. And of course, so they've reinforced, so now they've got new planes they're attacking with. But hopefully these are all very low experience planes, so they'll all just fall from the sky. Go on, fall from the sky, thank you. You too. Good boys.
PTO Pacific Theater of Operations?
You got it. Not my transports! Jerks.
Remember, you did this to the Americans last time.
I did.
If you can't kill these shit, if you can't kill the destroyers, go after the innocent transport ships, yeah.
That's right. Oh, that's my fault. I did not pay close enough attention after I bombarded. So I didn't notice that the airfield had been reinforced until it was too late, so I could have avoided that if I would have hit the airfield again. No, I want you to retreat. So Duckman, we are playing the United States at the beginning of World War II, and we're playing on like
Getting your...
super
Go
hard
ahead.
mode. Super hard mode. So like, it takes a long time to build ships. We don't get a lot of money. We don't know anything intelligence-wise. So.
And you're getting your ass kicked.
Well, we lost Attu and we just lost Guam, but now we're turning the tide here, and now we're the ones kicking butt. At least that's the hope. Right now, I'm just doing. So there's the one of the things in the mechanics that you can kind of abuse is every division of troops that you destroy, in order for them to redraw them up, redraft them, it costs them. Right now, it costs the Japanese 2. Oh, it's already done. Nice. It costs the Japanese 2 GNP points for each division. So we're basically just sitting here, and I'm purposely bombing Marshall repeatedly, so that I can destroy any reinforcements that show up, because the more that I destroy, the more economic damage I will do to them in the long run.
The short way to put it is you're draining the Japanese of men and soldiers to man the factories.
Yep. It takes a little bit longer to do it this way, but the idea is that in the long run, I think we're better set up that way.
Well, yeah, play to your strength.
Mm-hmm. I mean, this game, I could legitimately, if I just get tired of it, I could just literally YOLO Tokyo with all of my fleets and bomb all of the troops, land all my troops, and win the game because you occupy their capital. But that's not fun, right?
And it's also not historic.
Nope.
And also the fact is if you get caught by a fleet on the way to Tokyo, you know you're going to run out of ships very quickly if you get caught by all their fleets.
That's a very good possibility.
And you don't have logistics to handle it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of like one of those high risk, high reward, maneuvers, right? So.
Just Hail Mary the enemy capital and see what happens.
Right. 11 aircraft destroyed by that precision bombing raid.
I'd go get some coffee.
Go for it. We'll be here.
Yeah, the frick. Come on, what's the matter with you? Okay.
Six aircraft.
Good. There's still a DD left.
Yeah, I didn't bother to countermand his orders, so I'm still yelling at him, "Get back!" What do we get? 8 aircraft, okay. The numbers include scouts, so...
Depending on how many squadrons they put in,
Right.
I don't know how many are going to be left.
Right, well they can have 80 planes, so 4 squadrons, plus up to 20 scouts, so they can have 100 total planes. And I thought they had like 38 or something, but then they attacked me, and they lost a bunch, so...
Time to get out the pen and paper.
Yeah, right. Or I can just keep attacking until it says all of them are gone. And I could also be lazy and just bomb the airfield, but I kind of like the idea of destroying their aircraft too, because that obviously costs them money to rebuild as well, so... There it is.
Time to hit end turn.
And I could tell them to retreat, but if they retreat, they'll actually fire at things on their way out. So...
A little bit of a screw you on the way out.
Yeah, pretty much. So then they kill the airfield, and that doesn't help. So like here, Sprague, for example, he's got his troops, but we're just gonna sit here, and we're gonna do nothing.
Kick your feet up on desk and just...
Yep.
Chill.
Despite hours of heavy fighting. Yes. And now that this base is pretty much flattened, maybe I'll go and send my battleships. Maybe I'll send like all but one of my battleship fleets to Gilbert. I think I'll do that. Because these guys got nothing else going on, right? They're not gonna shell that much anymore. So let's see. I've got 4 total fleets. I'll send the two that have the full destroyer screen. I'll send them to Gilbert. Because Gilbert might also have 4 divisions on it. So I'll just do something like that. No, I kind of want to send another one. Doesn't really matter which one I send. These guys have more fuel, so they can afford to travel more. So let's go ahead and send them down to Gilbert. I do have to keep an eye on fuel reserves, because at a certain point I'm going to need to send them back to either Hawaii or Palmyra. Oh, hey, there we go. They're finally attacking Davao. And now you get to watch some high-altitude bombing.
High altitude bombing. B-17, so yeah.
Very effective high-altitude bombing, I might add. Wow.
How many bomb hits?
That's impressive. Do it again. Okay. Oh, they hit the same side, though. Probably won't sink it. Oh, close. That's a pretty good trade, though.
Where'd those B-17s come from?
Manila. And here comes the Gilbert Air Force. Stern took some damage. Okay.
Is Maryland all on its own?
So, they're attacking the Maryland because it's the flagship and because they're dive bombers. So they're literally YOLOing into the middle of that circular... No, they're not. They're attacking the second. Huh. Okay. I take that back. Who else is attacking? Is this Marshall? So this is something else too. The AI cheats. They put planes on, and then they can use those planes immediately the next day. I can't do that. So, oh well.
Rip destroyer.
Yeah, whatever.
Torpedo hits tonight.
Pretty much. Now this is probably Keto Butai. Yep. They only lost 1 fighter. Wow. And there's nobody here. So... I'm just gonna move my cruisers to attack the airfield, and that should probably be enough. Is that range? Nope. Still no range, okay. Well, how about we just go straight YOLO? There we go. You'll have range now. I don't know if it's worth it to keep doing this if I'm gonna keep losing destroyers.
Miss!
Yeah, I know, right?
It's right there.
I think what I'll do is I'll destroy Gilbert's airfield. Because I don't care about grabbing Gilbert. At least not right now. And yeah, point blank and they missed. That sounds familiar too, doesn't it? That's like you're playing XCOM.
Oh.
That's worse.
Can you not bring? Don't bring up games where like you get a 99% chance. So your assault misses its shot, and it's just like now all of you are dead. Well done.
I love that game, but sometimes, goddamn.
Dice feel unfair.
Seriously.
Yes, when you roll a D100 and you roll a 1. Then you always forget the times where you get like the most amazing luck. You just roll like a 20% chance to hit. That's always when you don't need it.
Yes. And it's always right after the time you really did need it.
Did you play XCOM 2 as well?
Yep. Yep. I have the original on, I think, Xbox 360, I think. And then I've got, all of them. There we go. And then I've got, Chimera Squad I was playing on stream a while back. Which is just a little weird.
I don't have the DLC for XCOM 2.
I don't think I have XCOM 2. I've heard amazing things about it, though.
It's very good.
14th Fleet is back.
It's
Don't
also
bother
a lot
watching.
harder than XCOM 1, and that's saying something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know how much you've heard about it, but the theme is a bit different than it was before. It's more like it's guerrilla warfare in the second one.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't really paid much attention to it.
It's difficult for me to really actually because XCOM and Civ are made by the same studio.
Yep, Firaxis.
Yeah.
All right,
It's
Fitch.
a very different game.
Mm-hmm.
Continue with the bombardment.
Yes, yes, the silent bombardment.
It's literally just staring at them. Do you
know
think they're
what?
going to be able to get another destroyer this turn?
Well, I'm almost wondering if I should just take Gilbert and take Marshall, because if I have that, then I've got a full ring that I can move my troops around to. That's usually what I do traditionally. It's really hard to defend that entire ring. That's why I like to try to bait the Japanese into attacking me first. And then, you know, from there, counterattack, right? Kind of like historical, I suppose.
Unintentionally, so.
Right. But we gotta wait for the Japanese to finish the Philippines and consolidating their areas. So, I wonder if I can deploy troops yet. Let's see. Nope. '18th and 19th. So they've been changing numbers, which is good. I wonder if that means there's a bunch sitting on Wake Island. If there is, yep. All army. Okay. So because there's all army on Wake Island, I actually don't mind defending it. And there's all army here.
There's one Marine Corps there.
Yep. 2 I thought, but yeah. The point I'm making is, so if I can get Gilbert, right, then that takes care of a lot of my logistics problems, because I can move my Marines to Gilbert, and I can move my Marines to Marshall, and the army will fill in as well. Right now they're kind of stuck. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, supply chain's a bit clogged.
Right, exactly. So I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'll go ahead and send Sprague to land on Gilbert.
Have you shelled Gilbert yet?
No. So I'm also gonna send one of my other... No, I've got 3 fleets. Okay, so I just have the one on Marshall. Perfect.
People in Gilbert have just been hearing, like, of Marshall getting shelled. And then they're like, you're gonna go over to them and just give them the same treatment.
Right, exactly.
It's just... You should really have Nimitz on one of these fleets.
He's on one of them.
Is he?
So we just got a report
didn't
from a
have
spy. We have a cruiser and destroyer fleet that just arrived in Kure. Yeah, which fleet has Nimitz on it? It's one of the carrier ones. The 5th fleet. So he's on the Wasp. Lol. And you can see the carrier fleet right there in the center of that ring, basically just ready to pounce.
Are you?
And Manila is now striking another fleet that was detected. And missing.
No surprise, it's high altitude bombing.
Yep.
It's something like less than 20% of bombs landed within 5 miles of their target, so...
Yeah. Yeah, carpet bombing does not work against navies.
No, ship's too small.
Mm-hmm. Another strike in from Gilbert. Oh, very small squadrons.
Something hit it.
Yeah. So another fleet attacking Davao. They're going to keep on attacking and landing soldiers until they take over the base. And they just destroyed the airfield, so now they get to repair the airfield. And Davao goes to them. Alright, we're just going to take Marshall. I'm done with this.
Can't be bothered farming you for stuff anymore.
Yeah, you guys stop sending troops, so the hell with it. So I'm just going to send that. We're just going to sit here and wait, and we're just going to send that one transport up by itself.
Do they just keep sending paper planes at you?
Yeah, pretty much. There's the 13th Marines.
End turn.
And just like that, Marshall is mine.
You will now go and set fire to a bunch of aircraft.
But not damage the airfield at all.
No. I'll just walk into the hangar with a with a can for the gasoline.
Oh my god. Alright, so... since this was a target for me, I'm worried that the Japanese might try to stop me, so I'm going to go ahead and attack forces. I could basically move my carriers up to Marshall to defend.
Yeah, just in case they try and take it back.
Right.
Is that one of your objectives complete as well, isn't it?
Yes.
Just doesn't mean they have to assign new ones.
So technically, I don't, because Sapporo has not been taken by the army yet. They're slacking. So.
Okay, so you have to complete all 3 before you can set new ones.
So I can choose at the conference. They will ask me, do I want to sign new objectives? If I say yes, then we start new objectives. If I say no, I want to keep what I have, then we go to the chief of staff, and the chief of staff can say, yeah, this is good, or I want to change. My guess is he'll probably want to change.
I would change.
But I'm probably going to say to keep things as it is, because I really don't want to be attacking right now. I want to turtle up and build up, you know? Oh, wait. I need to go to my Marshall Islands attack fleets. So move you to Gilbert. And then the landing force, I'm going to go ahead and return to Pearl Harbor. You can probably get there in time. Good, you can. Okay. They've got the range. Let's check. So, oh my god. Okay.
Subs are angry.
Subs are angry.
Sounds like a Twitch stream. Subs are angry.
I was talking to one of my econ students about, I guess there was a streamer that was doing this subathon, and for every time he got subbed, somebody added 10 seconds to the timer for him to stream. And he was streaming for like 6 days, and there was still an hour left in his stream. And he started with like 10 minutes or something on the clock, or 45, I can't remember what it was.
The internet can be very annoying.
Well, we were talking about it from a pure economic standpoint. I mean, the guy, so Twitch made $280,000 worth of revenue so far. It's still going, from my understanding, or maybe it finished. I don't know. But as of Thursday, Twitch had made like $280,000, and so that meant that the streamer made like, I don't know, half of that or whatever. It's just wow. It's like
depends on how they split the revenue.
Yeah, and it's like that's more money than I make in a year teaching. It's like I'm in the wrong business. Oh, nobody's here. Nice base you have there. It's a shame if someone took it away from you. This is good though. That means I can send my shore bombardment fleets back to Pearl for resupply and repair. And then I start rotating my carrier fleets back to resupply too.
Nowhere else really has enough dockyard space to accommodate the fleets.
Yeah, and the other thing is, I'm worried that if I were to put them in Marshall, Gilbert, or Wake Island, they could be attacked, right? Like, I could put them in Midway. Right. Like, I could put them in Midway, right? But, like, that's about it. Alright, so they should wipe out the forces pretty soon. There it goes. So we'll do the same thing. We'll just take the airfield. This is a lot more aggressive than I had intended to play the game, but that's okay. I don't mind being this way.
Time to escalate.
Right?
If someone's got to escalate, it better be us.
There you go. No, but this is good though, because like I said, I can start moving my troops around and I can free up the supply chain a bit.
Have something for the army to do.
Yep. See, when you play on the Japanese side, you don't really have that problem because the army is all off trying to, beat up China and take control of it. So like you don't really have the problem of military troops in Kure other than, the standard 2 divisions that they have to defend it. So
Send them all off to China.
For the most part, that's where most of them go. Yeah. Although there's a good amount that go to Marshall and Gilbert simply because their objective is to occupy Hawaii or whatever they're trying to accomplish, so.
You realistically have to defend Hawaii?
I mean, yeah.
Or is it more that best offense or defense is a good offense, something like that.
Something like that. I mean, they're not going to attack Hawaii from this position. The Japanese are probably going to go and attack. So next month, their objectives will probably be to retake Marshall and Gilbert.
Still haven't got Manila yet either.
Right, they have to finish getting Manila. Although I think, if I remember right, they typically allow the army to handle that. So the army can now move to Davao, and then they can move up Leyte and attack Manila from that. It takes them a long time to do it that way because there's, if I remember right, there's two American divisions in Manila.
Mhm.
But yeah, they can do that. 8 aircraft.
Are your B-17s effective from there?
Well, we saw them punch a pretty big hole in the side of a Congo class earlier. They didn't sink it, unfortunately, but they're not really that effective, though. All aircraft, good.
Yes, they're only really effective against ships that aren't moving.
Right. And, you know,
As
land...
Tirpitz found out. Tirpitz found that out the hard way.
With those tall boy bombers. Were they called tall boys? Tall
Tall
boys?
boys, yeah.
2,000 pounds or something like that of ordnance.
Yeah. The guy that made the tall boys was a prolific explosive maker.
Hmm.
Tall boys
He
are
also made
12,000
he also
pounds.
made a seismic bomb as well.
Hmm.
Which was just used to collapse concrete bunkers. But the problem was you had to land them within at least 10 meters of the target.
Oh, wow. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and send... Where? You're trying to shell? No, you're going back to Pearl. There's no point in having all of my fleets out now. I can send some of them back to resupply and repair. My landing fleet is still pretty far away. And I don't have to worry about troops arriving at Gilbert anymore since they're cut off. So I can also send back one of my other fleets. Let's do this one. Because it's just simply it's the lowest on fuel, so I might as well send this one back to Hawaii. Still have 400, okay. Let's take a look at Marshall for a second. And you can see that we have a fully intact airfield. So actually, what I should probably do is start putting some planes on it. I should put some planes back on Wake too, I guess, huh?
If you're gonna defend it, then
Yeah, I'm starting to care about it now. Which means I can strip away some of the... I'm gonna strip away some of the aircraft on Midway. So Midway does not need 20 aircraft on it. It really only needs 1. And that'll free up Wake and Marshall. I can put 10 and 10. Yeah, and then I could do 10 on Gilbert as well when I've conquered that one. There we go. Off to Marshall now. A. Now Hawaii, we said had a airfield capability, so we're gonna go ahead and cancel orders here. We're gonna organize with. Start with Wake because we just went ahead and put planes on Wake Island, and we're gonna rotate out the experienced guys, get them on Wake. There we go. Tell these guys to patrol again. You know what? I should probably also replenish that transport that sank. There we go. Duckman, did you ever play Super Nintendo?
No, I never had one.
Oh, okay. What was the first console you started playing on?
I've never played a Well, I have played a
Oh,
console,
really?
but I never owned one.
So you were into PC gaming.
Yeah, as far as it went. Trying to remember back that far. I was big into Harpoon for a while.
Oh god, yeah. I remember that game.
I thought it was more fun on paper.
Gotcha.
And I was really big into the Fleet board games
Okay.
from Victory Games. You kind of got to have a large table to play them, but they're a lot of fun.
Now that we have
Mostly,
Sorry, go ahead.
mostly a board gamer.
Okay.
One of my first computer games was Galactic Civilizations. The original was on OS2. 1991-ish, 92-ish.
Wow.
I was working in the IBM PC labs at that time. Hated Windows. I still hate Windows.
Oh god, I remember I started on Windows for Workgroups 3.11.
God damn it, you had to remind me.
And that ran off of a DOS shell. It was a DOS 5.22, I think was the version.
That's right.
Learned the hard way how to reinstall everything because I had downloaded a program. I downloaded a program that basically deleted every single file on my hard drive. So that was fun.
Before that, I was pretty much play by mail.
Okay. Wow, that took a long time, huh?
We had weekly turnarounds. That was pretty good.
Okay.
See, how long did that game last? It started in 80, 81. Ran until roughly 1990. And then started back up in 94, 95 as a play by email.
Right,
That
okay.
made a lot of difference.
Oh, yeah.
And then it ran until 2005, so long time.
Huh. That's awesome. Did you ever get into the Civilization games?
No. I mean, I've done something similar. The building games. Well, Civilization, the board game.
Okay.
That's kind of the paradigm for the whole genre.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I feel like a tadpole right now. Jesus Christ.
What?
I feel like I'm like.
Yeah, were
20
you born
years
in this
younger.
century or something?
Oh.
I am like you're speaking a different language to me right now. I don't know what's going on. Anything else? Anything
C
else
is
the
a
year 2000? Not good.
Say what?
I'm good after the year 2000. Anything before that it starts getting fuzzy.
I'll tell you what's fuzzy for me is the 1970s. You know, they say if you remember this the 60s, you weren't there or something like that.
Wow. Well, we found ourselves another sub.
Do the old submarine dance again.
You got it. This is a Johnson 1. I think that's a slower sub, so I think it's gonna be the Sims that's gonna find the submarine this time.
Damn it, I played this game, not this game, but one like this, where you had to identify the sub to figure out what it could do. Can't think of the name of it. It's a long time ago for me, too.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
it's-
attacking.
Oh, it's surfaced. I missed.
So when they attack, they kind of do a little bit of surfacing. At least you can kind of see where it's at, so if you can remember exactly where it's at, then you can hit it.
Oh yeah, you got it.
Oh, wow. Now, if they hit my ship, then the icon remains, so I know exactly where it is. I don't know why it does it that way, but
You
That's
can
what it
use
does.
the direction at which it hit your ship to triangulate the position of the submarine.
basically, I think that's, yeah, kind of the idea.
There's more submarine.
Yep, another Johnson 1.
Are these ones outside Hawaii as well?
Yep.
Pearl Harbor as well.
Yep. So, you know, they get 16 subs, and if they're attacking me at Hawaii, that's perfectly fine because they're not spotting my ships and they're not attacking my fleets, you know.
They're not going around sinking your transports.
Right, exactly. And those destroyers that I lost, I can actually reinforce those fleets with this one, or I could. Yeah, I'll probably do that.
What's the red area? Is that your weapons envelope?
Yes. So right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's my area. So if I drop depth charges, I can strike anything that's within that red spot automatically. I just basically say I drop depth charges and that's it.
Got to spread out a little bit.
Yeah. Same spot.
There may be more than one.
Nope, there's always one. They only attack in singles in this game. In PTO 1, you could put a full fleet of 16, which is hilarious, by the way. And you can also do that in PTO 4. But you can't do that in this game. Slight damage.
Back to dropping paint cans again.
Yep. You know it. That ship should be, the Hughes should be right on top of it, so I need to just circle it.
I gather the hit percentage is kind of low against these guys.
Well, there he goes.
Oh, got him.
It's all RNG. We've had cases where the first drop of paint kills him, literally, and then the second, we've had cases where we just keep crapping all over them and nothing happens. Oh, we lost our spy.
Rip him. He's not going to be having a good time.
It's alright. He will be replaced in 8 days. 9.
When you go back to the budget, you're like, I need money for new spy.
Yeah, pretty much.
I was looking for you on Twitch.
Oh, yeah, I figured games like this, not that many people are going to care to watch live, so I figured I'd just do this on, record it just for YouTube.
Yeah, but here I have to talk instead of typing.
Well, that's okay, right?
You speak my language?
I think it's kind of nice. It's a different experience than if I was doing this on Twitch, right? Because if I'm on Twitch, I'm constantly like looking at chat, trying to see what's going on, you know, all that kind of stuff. But here, I can just focus on you guys, and I can just focus on the game itself.
Chill, innit?
Yes.
A little less to worry and focus on.
It's a lot more relaxed, yeah. I don't have to worry about running ads. I don't have to, you know, do any of that
Set
kind of
up
stuff.
Marvel's games, do giveaways every half an hour.
Yes, exactly.
Somehow I feel unappreciated.
What?
How's
Yeah,
that?
where's my loot? Let's have some loot.
Oh god. You and your loot, man.
Give me codes now.
I finally got some though.
You did. You did.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, I swear to God, those things are rigged.
I put in for a drawing for a Warhammer crate,
Mm-hmm.
which I didn't want, and won it.
Yep. So Puddin got you a CC container, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
which was very nice because I've been trying every other way to get a CC container.
Oh, hold on a second. I got company again. I think he just had his first snack, first lunch. Probably first lunch.
Oh, is he up for pets?
Yeah. He likes to, so he always eats and then poops and then wants my lap. And then after about maybe 10-15 minutes, then he is happy to go sit down and go sleep.
Such a regimented thing. Eat, poop, lap.
Yeah, well, that's how he operates. So,
Minnie actually works both ways. She comes up on me and begs, and then she goes down and she eats, and then she comes back up and thanks me,
aw,
and eventually goes to bed.
that's awesome.
I used to have cats. Used to have 2 cats. Lovely.
Hmm.
I like
Now,
them.
now I've got a dog. Changed sides.
Yeah, I had a dog growing up. She was
At least when I sit on my dog, it doesn't try and rip my head off. Yeah, the
I got a
cat was
lot
the
of
same colour as
cats.
the sofa. So,
Oh, okay.
and it yeah, I did not enjoy the scratch marks.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to tell you exactly how many I have had because they've all been inside outside.
Oh, okay.
But in more recent years, I think 9, maybe 10 at a time.
Wow.
I mean, it's like kids. One more
Mhm.
isn't going to make any damn difference.
Well, it depends on if one more is going from 0 to 1 or 1 to 2.
Oh, no, that's a huge difference. Everyone should have 2 if they have 1.
Mm.
You drive each other crazy instead of you.
There you go.
But anything over 3,
So now that I've got Marshall and Gilbert, and that's opened up, I'm just moving my troops now to try to free up space so that I can draw up new troops at Pearl once the army gets through.
Move your ass.
Yeah, pretty
Out
much.
of my harbour.
Right. Get out.
Go over there. Shut up for a minute.
Right?
Okay, what are the red dots? Your bases or just locations?
Those are just locations. So I'll show you here on this screen when I send Marshall to defend. So, all of the dots are basically just bases, the ones that are flashing. So it just gives you an idea of, like, you know, where you want to... You just basically select where you want to send them. Stevie is looking at me with loving eyes right now. So cute.
Give them more food.
Yeah, pretty much. Already
I'll
4
let you
land
strike me if
missions.
you give me more food.
So let's take a look at the army. You can see where the army divisions are.
It's supposed to be. What are they holding in one of their arms?
I
Are they saluting?
have no idea what that icon is. It could be a sword or it could be a backpack. I always thought it was a
Could be their
backpack.
arm. Oh, they're sideways, right? They're looking towards Japan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Right.
I don't know, but you can see that there's plenty of troops sitting in Panama, ready to get back into Pearl. So even though that I've opened this up, that might still not be enough.
Interesting, there's nothing very little in the South Pacific.
Not yet, no. Oh, you mean, yeah, in this game, in terms of bases, there's not too much in the South Pacific. There's Fiji, there's Espiritu Santo, there's Guadalcanal, Rabaul, Port Moresby. So there's the Solomons. And then you've got Auckland, Sydney, Brizzy,
Yeah, see, there's a
Townsville.
whole chain of islands to the east of Fiji, for instance, that were U.S. bases or critically important to the logistics chain.
Let's see. So here's Fiji set to the east of Fiji.
No.
Yeah, I'm sure they're not on the
Open
map.
ocean.
Maybe these.
Oh, there's a few.
Yeah, might be these. Obviously they're not gonna put every little island there. That's
Oh,
right.
you're in 1942. They may not even
Yeah.
have bases there yet.
Right. But I mean, when they made the map, they didn't. Yeah, they didn't do anything else with that kind of stuff. Okay. Let's see.
And they're pretty quiescent because they were out of range of the Japanese the whole time.
Right. Okay. I think I might start sending some of my strike fleets back. Yeah, I'm gonna send some of them back to resupply.
Yeah, I require more gasoline.
I should have gone by what their percentages are. 68. Oh, fifth fleet needs to go back. So maybe I'll do odd numbered. I'll do first, third, and fifth fleets.
So that's symmetry.
Right. And I think I will disband one of my shell fleets, my bombardment fleets, because I need to be able to form another fleet around my new carrier, right? So
Need those destroyers back.
yeah, exactly. So I might. Yeah, I've got the 6 ready to go. Okay. Can I deploy? Nope. See, they've almost all moved out of Palmyra. So if I go here, yep. So some of the army is starting to move finally. Oh, I need to assign base air forces for Gilbert. Can't believe I forgot to do that.
Have some shoddy planes to go patrol with. Have fun.
Right?
Try not to get into any fights with any zeros while you're out
Pretty much, but what I'm going to do now is go to my Hawaiian Air Force.
Still
And,
flying buffaloes.
well, this is the beginning of the war.
Yeah. They make dandy targets.
Mm-hmm. There we go. So now Gilbert is fully staffed and ready to go. Typically, I make it so that Hawaii does carrier aircraft, and then I have like someplace like San Francisco doing the land-based aircraft. It's a little bit easier to keep them straight that way. Let's see what we're doing on subs. While you guys were talking, I don't know if you saw it, I changed up my objectives for defense now. So I'm moving subs away from Dutch Harbor, and I'm moving them to Wake, Marshall, and Gilbert. I
was gonna say, yeah, let them take Dutch Harbor. It's all good.
I don't. Well, yeah, but I mean, I don't think they can get Dutch Harbor very easily right now, especially with my 4 Marines there. So the Marines have anti-air guns, and when you stack 4 on, I mean, they just tear up planes. So I'm not too worried about that. I think next turn I'll deploy some commanders to some of the airfields that I just took over. I think that might be a good idea. Get Oldendorf off of Midway. We don't need him there anymore. Let's put him on Wake Island. And Mr. Wright. Oh, not fleet. Not fleet. Not fleet. Marshall.
Do the officers have individual attributes?
Yes, they have sea and air capabilities. And air is... Oh, actually... Nah, I'll leave Callahan. Air is, you know, as they get experience doing aircraft strikes and stuff like that, then they have better chances of hits and stuff like that, or their escorts do better damage, that sort of deal.
Callahan hopefully can learn about radar.
Yeah. Let's see if I can deploy Marine Fleet now. Nope.
Excuse me, my cat wants to go out and explore.
I know how that goes. Have fun. Marshall's got 3 Marines. Elmira's got 3. Gilbert's got 4. Oh, you...
I was just thinking about, like, your stream is pretty much give cat pics, is pretty much it. That's what he's half the time.
Oh, hey! Speaking of which, Stevie has decided it's time for his bed. He's had his human time.
Leave his sleep time.
Yep. Alright, so one thing I'm gonna do to free up some space, this is a fun trick I can do. Do I want to do it? Yeah. I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna go ahead and say yes to the 22nd Army Division boarding my 2nd transport. And that'll free up some room. So now I can deploy Marines. And now I do have a little bit of control. If I need to move Marines around, I can do that.
Are you unable to move armed armies then?
Yeah, so now I can move Marines around a little bit. I can move
Yeah,
one
yeah,
off.
'cause you're I know. You're head of naval operations, so you can't move the army's divisions, can you?
Exactly. I'm forced to work with them. So, unfortunately, ironically, because the way it's set up, I have to wait for them to get out of my way. So,
Brilliant.
yeah, good times.
Quite outstanding. Coordination between the branches of the military is outstanding.
Mm-hmm. 16th Fleet is now running low on gas. Just in time to see everybody else coming back. Okay. So now there's just the one army division there. Now, I can have up to 20 Marine divisions. The army can have up to 30 army divisions. And that kind of makes sense, right? Like... I'm gonna move my land force operations over towards Palmyra just to free up some space. It's the 8th Fleet. This is one of my battleship fleets. Do I need to repair anybody? I do. Maryland is down to 3. So when I do repairs, I can do a quick repair, in which case I can say I want to repair the armor, or I can do a total repair and do all of them. I'm going to go ahead and completely repair the ship. Which means I might as well fix the Pensacola as well.
Anti-aircraft guns got slightly damaged.
Yeah. So now, that fleet is now dry docked. And that's nice because it also opens up a harbor spot. You can see it's now moved to the dry dock. And here's the 10th Fleet.
Didn't you want to disband the fleet?
I did. So I'm just thinking to myself, this is probably the fleet that I will go ahead and disband then. But I'll supply it. I'll supply it with fuel first. Get rid of the transports, and then I'll disband it. To the garage with all of you. Final Marines. Okay. When the 12th Fleet gets in, I'll put that Marine squadron up from there onto the 12th, and then I'll bring in another Marine division. Everybody's back at port. I'll deal with the subs first. Because that shouldn't take too long. I wonder, do I now have 400? I do. Good. So there's an army division there now too. Excellent. How does Palmyra look? Palmyra is filling up with army.
It's almost the end of the month.
It is. So you can see that there's still some troops at Panama, but nowhere near as many as before. So we have managed to get them to move on through. Now once we open up, you know, if they attack England and they attack Australia, then the army just basically pours right through here, and I don't have to worry about them ever again. But I have to wait until that point. You know what I mean?
Until they decide to attack the British East Indies.
Yeah.
And then the Australians.
Mm-hmm.
Once they attack one of them, probably all of them will join in.
Right, exactly. I think I might disband the 16th Fleet right now, because it's, like you had mentioned, it's the end of the month. And, I know we're going to be doing some switcheroos when it comes to our carriers. So I think I'll disband it just so it's ready to go. And we're going to send you back out to... I like to stage my carriers like right by Marshall, because it's pretty much right in the middle of those three bases, Wake, Marshall, and Gilbert. So I find that works pretty well.
Stay central so you can go anywhere and react to anything.
Yes, exactly.
What's the turn length?
A day. Every turn is a day.
Jeez. Take you forever to get anywhere.
It does take a while. We've been streaming for about 2.5 hours now, 2 hours, something like that. And we just finished. We're almost done with the month.
Yeah, take 2 hours to do a month.
So, you know, it can take a while if you're doing a lot. If you're not doing that much, then it doesn't take that much time. But you know.
Well, I mean, just the sailing time.
Yeah. Okay, Sprague.
How long, for instance, from Hawaii to Guam?
That would probably take about a month to get there. Maybe a little bit longer. No, maybe a little bit less. I mean, because it took what, about 15 days to get to Marshall.
Somewhere in there.
So.
Depending on what you were driving, of course.
Right. Okay, so we're gonna move that transport fleet to Palmyra. 9th Fleet. Have we done this yet? No. Okay. I'm gonna just fully resupply this fleet and have it sit for a second because I want to see if I need to repair anything on it. 16th, I said we were gonna disband. Let's go ahead and do that. And I also need to assign a Marine unit to replace the one I just took up. Good. There it goes.
How does this start? Like Pearl Harbor?
So this is a campaign. So it starts at what they call the negotiations breakdown period. So right at the end of November. So there's enough
so
time.
So you can attack any time, basically? Yeah.
Now, in order to attack, you have to declare war first. You can't just do a surprise attack. So you have to like basically order the, you know, you have to declare war, and then you can go and you know, strike whatever base you want or whatever. So 1st, 3rd, and 5th are good to go, right? No, 5th is still here. 5th just got here. Yeah, 5th just got here. These guys I'm gonna hold because they're gonna replace the Detroit and Richmond with the Atlanta and Juneau. So I'm gonna wait there. 9th Fleet. 9th Fleet, I wanted to see if I needed a repair. Wow. 9th Fleet went out and came back unscathed, completely unscathed. That's impressive, huh?
I didn't even have a destroyer sunk, did it?
Right, that's what I mean. Like,
at least this one had 2 destroyers sunk off it, didn't it?
well, each one of my fleets lost 1 destroyer, basically.
Except for that one.
Except for that one, yeah. Let's see, is that all my? That's all of my bombardment fleets. Okay. So I'm gonna wait until maybe the start of the month.
Want, you squirt?
Here we go, some more B-17 goodness.
Scatter bombing.
Wow! Okay, goodbye, Mogami.
Okay, he's got tool boyed.
That's like Battle Station specific. Have you ever played that game?
I have not.
So there's a mod where you can replace one of the bombers with a B-52.
Oh
Oh, what?
no.
And if you start going in at a downward glide like that, you can get like all like your bombs to land on the same target. So you basically like one-shot anything and everything.
900 bombs.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, it's OP, and it's stupid, but it's just fun because of all of those, you know, things combined.
Just put a nuclear warhead in the back, you'll be fine.
Right?
Knock out the entire fleet with a nuclear blast.
Okay. End of the month, so I'm gonna go ahead and save game position to, let's say, slot 3.
It's time to get
It's time to play
dined
cards.
by the chief of staff.
Time to play some cards. Then I'll probably stop recording for this session. There's the Hornet and the Juno. My budget, did you see my budget went up quite a bit?
You've got more islands.
Oh, well, I got more islands, but I also got more industry, so that definitely helps with that. Here we go, February. Look at that! Suck it, Chief of Staff. And the President!
You've got more cards than the President.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I've never had this happen before, guys. I've had 7 cards before, but I've never been able to dominate to this extent.
What did the President do to lose that much influence?
He made a bad decision. I don't know what it was, but and they're very happy with me, I guess. All right. Oh, now we're gonna negotiate with China now. See that?
And the Soviets.
And yeah. Okay.
War on Thailand.
He likes his war.
Oh, that's negotiate with Germany on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Declare war on Germany. Okay.
Yep. So let's see. It was request war participation, request war participation, request war participation, and then it was negotiations. Were we negotiating with Thailand? Let's see. Yes. It's 3 and 3. Now, Duckman, you haven't been exposed to this great card game that is the monthly sessions, but
No, I just got distracted talking wiki technical stuff.
good times.
No.
I'll allow it because I got 2 plan cards and I can blow one next turn. Oh, see, I'm glad I allowed it. This is a very important decision. I want to bomb everyone.
So what did the president do?
He lost some cards. He lost some power, essentially. I'll use my plan. Oh, he threw away a Unify card. Why would you throw away a Unify card? Best card in the game.
You're going too fast to read this stuff.
Sorry. I can slow down. But basically... Go ahead, Squeezer.
I was just like, the President's only got it's the only deal left on the table.
Yep.
Surprised if that doesn't end it if there's only one deal left on the table.
Because they don't all agree with him. They're going back to the drawing board to think through. So the way that...
Cat.
Go ahead.
She's tangled up in my headphones now.
Oh,
Little
jeez.
beast.
Oh, we got outvoted! The president and I got outvoted. Oh god, we're declaring war on Germany. No, we're not. We're negotiating with everybody. Okay.
You're negotiating with Japan as well.
Yeah, well. You can actually declare peace with Japan in this game.
Well, that solves the problem.
I've never done it before, but you can. Will we continue this strategy? So if I say yes, then I don't have to do anything next month. If I say no, what do you guys think? Should we continue the strategy and force the army to keep trying to get Sapporo?
Well,
Yes.
what is the strategy?
Our current strategy is for the army to occupy Sapporo, and for me,
Japan itself.
yes, and for
Okay.
me to defend Marshall and Palmyra. Now, there's no logistical way that the army can
Occupy
get.
Marshall.
Yep, and there's no way that the army can get to Sapporo right now without me transporting them there. So, basically, this just keeps screwing the army.
Well, screw the army by all means.
All right, no better strategy at this time.
Oh yay!
So the way this works, Duckman, is the start of the round. Everybody puts in their proposals, okay, and then we play cards to figure out whose proposal we're going to go with. So I'm going to screenshot this. This is the president's proposal, and I'm going to load up another paint, and I'm going to screenshot the next one. Well, I probably don't want to do what the chief of staff wants to do. Saipan, truck.
It's the same as the president's one.
No, his
My-
president's was to defend Midway.
By occupy, I mean, I take that to mean you don't own them yet.
Right. Right. Okay. I like you. I like you a lot, Secretary of State. Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because I've already done 2 of those. I've already defended Midway and Palmyra. And they're not frontline bases, so that's going to be very easy for me to achieve. Let's see. Sapporo Army Destroy. So we're telling the army, you don't need to worry about occupying now, you just need to hurt it a bit. That's fine. Navy defend Midway and Navy defend Palmyra. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, I'm gonna... Oh, I got 3. Nice. I'm gonna refuse that. Thank you. So now we're playing cards. Plead cards are attempts to get me to back down and lose my proposal. A white piece of paper on the desk means I have a proposal available right now. I'm going to use a refuse card to say, nope, I'm going to hold, I stand behind this country and this proposal 100%. And I'm going to pass it back to the Chief of Staff because I want to go again. Chief of Staff passed it to the President. President threw away a refuse card. So did the Chief of Staff. And we are currently winning, so I'm just going to bide my time. Cough, 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 cough.
Isn't it a draw at the moment?
No, because I did this the same... Oh, wait.
Treasury's agreeing with the chief of staff.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Crap. Alright, so it's up to the President to decide. Yes, you stand alone on this one. So there's a split, so let's see. And the President goes to the Chief of Staff. You jerk.
Looks like you go to war with Germany.
That's fine.
Oh, no,
I have
no,
to
it's
occupy... Yeah, it's not a big deal. I just have to go and occupy Saipan and Truck. Truck is a good one to capture anyways, so I don't mind this at all. And Saipan will be more difficult. But it's doable.
It's budget time. It's the most important one.
Correct.
Saipans and the Marianas?
Yes, it is.
You still hold Guam?
Nope, we just lost it. I'll throw them a little bit of a bone because they're poor. And... I don't have as much money to be able to throw at technology this time. That's alright. Let's do it like that. Because I probably should start building some new destroyers. Jeez, everybody's ganging up on me. Well, look at you.
How many refuses do you need to have?
I've actually played a game where I had all 7 refuse cards. That kind of sucked, because I'm basically sitting there like, come at me, you know?
I can't do anything just other than to tell you no.
Yeah, pretty much. Let's try to break down this chief of staff. He's got a refuse card, that's fine. I don't want to use my unify card until we get towards the end. Oh, I've got 2 now? Fuck. Okay.
Oh my god, they really want you to change your mind.
Yes, they do. Which means... saw that coming. Pass it back to the Chief of Staff and hope that I can get a proposal off the ground. Okay, or the Chief of Staff can do that. Oh, I got a plan card. Alright, so let's plan. Let's put my thing back up.
Someone spikes it.
Yep, that could happen. If there's an impasse, we go with the president. And, yeah, that happened.
Yeah,
Oh, you, what a jerk.
yeah, I think everyone's gonna go with him.
Yep.
Well,
So I
no
lost
budget.
this by 1.
No budget.
Oh my god, 2,000?
Mm-hmm. You know, I would have enough to put 500 in all of them.
Wow.
Which one are you gonna say no to?
Wow, so everything is gonna drop a little. That's terrible. That's terrible. Oh my god.
Reset? No.
No, I'm not gonna reset. We're just gonna sit here and be screwed this month, I guess. Oh well.
Of course, the Treasury wants to cut everything's budget.
Yeah. I really need Japan to declare war on everybody now.
Help.
Yes. Please help me indirectly by declaring war on Australia and England. And just like that, that debate is over. Now comes the draft. 337. President is elite.
Oh, 005.
Mm-hmm. We'll try to go with the Treasury. We'll see what
The
happens.
GNP is getting trashed.
Yep. That's why I'm trying to go with what the Treasury wants.
That was the Secretary of State, wasn't it?
No,
That pays off later, I suppose.
it was the Treasury. What was that?
Oh, what's the Treasury?
I guess I'll just make it take longer. Everybody's so happy. And all I can do is extend.
Yes, let me just stall for a bit.
Yep. At the end of the day, I don't really care what these guys choose, other than the fact that my GNP is really going into the crapper. I don't want to pass it to the chief of staff, but I mean,
You did.
I did because I wanted to get another turn.
Yeah, I think you're clearly gonna run out of time at this point.
So, okay, I guess I'll just bide my time. Whatever. I don't even know who I'm following anymore. I have to select somebody. Okay, I'll select you. Who's in favor of the Secretary of Treasury? Hey!
Oh, it looks like you've won this one. Indirectly.
Indirectly.
So what does that do?
So we basically set our budget and everything for the next month, and now we're
that last decision.
So we drafted only 5 divisions to send to Europe, and we did not draft any divisions for the Army or the Navy. So,
Right.
so the idea was to save our GNP because every division you draft lowers our GNP by 1. So by drafting 5 for Europe, our GNP dropped by 5. So let's see what I can build for destroyers, I guess, because I lost 3 destroyers that month.
So what will your GNP be next month?
That will depend on how our spending goes over the course of that next month. So
Yeah.
I
Well,
can't.
your spending was in the toilet, so it should grow.
You would think so. We'll have to see. I don't know.
But if you don't invest in the economy, then sometimes it just falls into bits.
Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and make a gearing. It's gonna take me 8 months to build a
Hell,
gearing.
you invest in the economy. Jeez.
So you invest in the economy by not spending the money. So basically, you know,
Stick it in the treasury.
essentially, right? Yeah. What you think about it this way: what you don't spend is going to kind of loop back around again, and it is available next month. And it's money that's going towards like your infrastructure and all that kind of stuff domestically. So if you've ever taken an economics course, you might have been introduced to the concept of guns versus butter. So anything that's going back to the nation is butter. All right.
That sounds pretty bogus to me.
Oh, it's gonna take me 9 months.
To make gearing class destroyers.
Yeah, I've got 3 being constructed. Maybe I should build 1 more. Yeah, I'm gonna build 1 more.
Well, I think I'm going to go do something productive.
Sounds good.
Increase my economy. Interesting look at the game.
Yeah,
This is gonna take you a while to finish this campaign, though, right?
it will. I'm on spring break this week, so I figured I'll play a bunch and record it, and you know.
What? No weekly World of Warship streams?
Oh, I'm still gonna be doing my Sunday stream.
No, I mean during the week.
I thought about that. I don't know yet, so that's why I figured I could start this at least.
See what your wife will put up with.
Hey, there you go. Pretty much.
All right, that was fun.
Yeah,
See you tomorrow.
sounds good. Alright, so I'll build some Dauntlesses and some Kingfishers. And then I'll have enough left over to put a spy on Kure. And I'll have 69 left over.
Replace the spy that got probably hung by the Japanese.
Yeah. It's war. We'll send another spy out there, and we'll keep doing that every month. Okay, so what are we at for timing? It's 2:30. Okay. Assign base Air Force. Let's get some more planes on the ground for training. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. I think we're gonna start converting Hawaii into a replacement hub for carrier-borne aircraft. Oh, I'm gonna have to do that anyway for the Hornet.
That was just finished building, wasn't it?
Yes.
It's just been shipped out.
So.
That and the junior, isn't it?
Yep.
Junior.
So I'm gonna just check my fleets, make sure they're all at 100% and ready to go, and then we're gonna
And then you
move
go out
some.
and slap up some Japanese islands.
Yep. See, I didn't notice that this one was one transport shipped low, so I went ahead and fixed that. And we do have one.
What ports was it you had to take? Wasn't it like truck and Saipan?
Saipan and truck, yep. So. We'll go to the 5th Fleet first. It's gonna be easier if I just do this. And alright, now we go to cruisers. Atlanta, Juneau.
All those AA cruisers.
Yep. And then I'm gonna grab Benson because it's a slow destroyer for some odd reason. And then the Pope and the Peary. And the Ellet. None of these matter, so Sims. And then 6th Fleet, this is where we'll bring in the Hornet. And in my cruisers, I've got 2 light cruisers to put in place. And then we'll do just the rest of the destroyers. And now I had disbanded a fleet. So 7th, 8th, and 9th Fleet I'm going to reinforce. So we'll drop... got 7th, 8th, and 9th. So I can actually do 4 battleships, 2 cruisers, and 2 destroyers.
Bombard harder.
That's right. Yeah, let's do that. Oops. Yep, yep. Okay, so that's that one. Okay. Take the Zona next. Alright. Cool. Because I think, yeah, 8th Fleet is in dock, so we took care of those 2. And then 8th Fleet is in dock for a certain number of days. I think it's like 5 more days. Let's see. 2 more. Okay, good. Let's go ahead and go to Palmyra and just supply the fleet up. Want them basically ready to go. 12th Fleet is coming. You guys are being sent to attack. What's your... Okay, you're at 53%, 54%. So I'm going to go ahead and bring my even ships back to Pearl.
I'm gonna need to head off because I'm gonna have to go and play some clan battles.
Yeah, good luck. Have fun, man.
Yeah, man. Good luck finishing this.
Yeah, thanks.
Set up and go slap some islands, my dude. See you around.
See ya, dude. I'm just gonna finish the turn, and then I think that'll be it for the day. Let's see, what else do I need to do? I assigned Air Force to Hawaii, so New Orleans is raining, so I can't move aircraft, but I can from San Francisco. So we're gonna go ahead and organize aircraft with Hawaii. I need 2 Dauntless dive bomber squadrons at 60, which I do have now, and I need 2 Wildcat squadrons at 60. So there's one. And I'll just replace one of the buffaloes. It doesn't really matter which one. Cool. Let's take a look at the nation. And you can see Japan's GNP has taken a dip as a result, but look at how much my GNP's fallen. Oof. My industry is barely hanging on. I have to protect industry. Ugh. This is gonna be a tough fight long term. I very well might end up having to YOLO Tokyo to win. But guys, thank you very much for being a part of today, and all you guys on YouTube, thank you very much for following along and watching. I hope you enjoyed our second installment of PTO II Let's Play. Tune in. I don't think tomorrow I'll be doing this, but maybe Monday I'll be recording again, and we'll get through another month or 2 of in-game time. See you then. It'd help if I actually turned off the thing now. Lol. Stop recording.